been a minute since I have done a video for this, mainly because I don't know, there's been a lot going on, so I just thought, I don't know, with a lot going on, I guess that's why I'm here, because this is, you know, what it is. This is what the series is, which I still have to go through because there's just a lot of bullshit on there, and all of it's just me crying. And I don't want that, but like it is what it is. I'm outside if you can't tell. I'm sorry. I'm also sorry if it's windy. I'm not doing anything, but it's very nice out. It's supposed to be very nice out this next week. So that's why I'm here. I don't exactly know where to begin with this, because normally for this I kind of just rant what's been going on, but even though those are kind of like vlogs, and it's all unscripted and all unedited, so it's just like, so, yeah. I mean, surprisingly, with everything that's going on, as stressed as I've been, I haven't been anxious, which is very good. If you don't know, if you haven't watched my vlogs, there's a lot going on these next few months, basically just summer in general. Not only do I graduate in like 11 days, not only do I graduate in 11 days, but I have two big trips planned, which again, if you didn't watch my vlogs, I'll explain what those trips were. So I have two big trips planned with some friends of mine and Mariah, so that'll be pretty cool. I don't know how much I'll able to vlog of it. I want to vlog it, but at the same time I don't, you know, because it's like I don't want everything to be in front of a camera, you know, and I don't know how my other friends would be comfortable with that. So I'll take some pictures and post them on social media. I'll do what I can. So yeah, but also after that I'm going to be moving out of my house and moving in with another I consider a guardian of mine, if you again watch my videos. And yeah, and it's like as stressed as I've been, I haven't really been anxious, and that's very good. It's very, very good, because normally with super intense things like this is when I start to get anxious. And like, yeah, I am anxious and like I am nervous for all of it, but it's like it's manageable, you know. You know, it's like I've had a better, you know, managing my anxiety and, you know, therapy and all of that stuff help, you know. So it's very good, and I'm actually, you know, proud of that, because normally, like, if you take me like a couple years ago, maybe even a couple months ago, or like last year, thinking about this stuff would have made me panic to no end, you know. Even my counselors are like, if your younger self, or if like a year ago you would have like never stopped panicking about this stuff, you know. Now that it's actually happened, it's actually manageable, you know. And that's very, very good. I'm doing what I can to kind of just remain calm under stressful things. Stressful things. And it's been good. I mean, I don't know if I'm explaining this right, or if this is gonna make sense to you, but I don't know what it is. I guess I'm just knowing that just knowing that I'm mature about these things and that, I have support, it makes things a lot easier, and asking for help is never a bad thing. I can't really say, though, because I don't like asking for help that much, but it really does help. It really does. And even talking to someone about things really helps too, instead of bottling it all inside, kind of like what I normally do. Normally bottling it all up kind of just makes the feelings more aggressive, which is what you don't want. So, whether it's a friend, family member, or someone you're close to, telling them about things or about what's going on really helps. And I've been doing that. So, yeah, that's very good, and I'm very proud. So, yeah, I also just wanted to just explain that I've been happy. Yeah, I I don't know where I go with this. I kind of ramble until I don't have anything else to ramble about. I mean, I've been working on a lot of been working on fixing some stories, and been watching Criminal Minds, and I have all these plans coming up that are would normally be super stressful for a person like me, for clinically anxious person like myself, but I feel like that I'm growing and am more mature than and more mature to have a better understanding and better grasp of things, because my life used to be about wanting to control everything, and as soon as you realize that you can't really control everything, that's when it kind of gets easier. I mean, it's not easy in general when you can't control, you mind? When you can't control things, I would know, because that's kind of what my issues revolve around, is controlling things. But actually noticing that you can't control everything, and knowing, okay, if I can't control this, then what can I do to make sure that I have a little bit of control, because while you can't have full control over shit that happens, you can probably have a little bit of control and kind of think to yourself okay, what feelings, what normal feelings come up when I can't control things, and what can I do to fix that, or what can I do to transition those more negative feelings into more positive feelings. Like when I'm stressed or irritated, I go to things to distract myself to make me less, I go on to watching Criminal Minds, writing stories, or listening to music, or I've been doing diamond paintings lately because Mariah got me one, so I've been obsessed with finishing that. Just kind of doing the things to help you calm down and kind of let that all go, because let's face it, you can't control everything, and that's okay. Knowing you can't control things is a good thing to admit, because you're least likely to just get super stressed and anxious about things when you feel okay, this has to happen, and but knowing okay, maybe some things can't go the way you want, that's just life, but no reason to get fussy or upset over it. You can just come up with plan B. I'm hoping this makes sense. I'm kind of just talking out my ass at this point. I don't really know. I'm just rambling. I don't know. I've been good, and I feel good, and even though sometimes I really do stop to think about all the shit that's going on in the next few months, I mean, sometimes it'll get to me, but it's all things I want to do. I'm taking a freaking road trip with my friends and boyfriend to Ohio to hang out with them, and I'm going to going to another trip with, the best person in the whole wide world, with Mariah, and then I'm moving out. Those are, instead of thinking those as like big and stressful things, you can just think of them as the next chapter in your life, and graduating. There's a lot to think positively about things instead of making it seem like it's the end of the world. I can't really say much because I'm used to making everything so negative, but with how things have been now, and with everything, I've been good. I'm trying to get a better outlook on things and make things more positive, because that's just how it's gotta be, and that's how I'm trying to do. I'm trying to live my life. And with graduation, it's a big thing. Younger me, I never thought I would ever graduate. I never even thought I would even consider graduation, let alone be alive this long. But but I'm here, and I made it, and it's a big freaking step, but I did it. The amount of, and it's like, if I could recollect all the times that I've wanted to quit while being in my new school, there's been so many times, and like all the mental breakdowns and just all the times I didn't want to come, but I got through it. I passed it, and now I'm graduating in 10 days. So it's just like, it's a big accomplishment, and with these trips, it's just like, I get to travel. One of the big things that I've always dreamed about when I was little is traveling. I've always wanted to travel the world and see what beauty there is to behold in all these other places, So my friends and, boyfriend are coming over, and we're road tripping, and we're going to all these places and just doing all these fun stuff and traveling in the different states. Like, it's super exciting, and I'm excited, and it's like, yeah, it will be very nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie, and as nervous as I am about all these things, I'm still gonna have fun. And it's the same with moving out too, because not gonna lie, I can't stand it here anymore, and knowing that all my growing that I have done here is, I've done all my growing here, so now it's time to move on and, move out and try this whole new moving out thing and see where that leads, and then it's time to get a job, and then try to continue my life from there. And life is still scary to me, and the future and all that shit is still very scary, but I'm trying not to think of something that's not here yet. I'm trying to just focus on the now and what makes me happy now and what I'm doing now, on the present. Not the past, not the future, the present, because I'm here now and I'm trying to live my life. The one big downside, though, is that because I look so small, and because I am the baby girl of everyone's fucking lives in my family, I'm not well trusted, or I can't be taken seriously. That is the one downside of everything, though, is that everybody treats me like a baby, and I don't want that. I'd like to think I am a very independent and mature woman. I have been since I was fucking like 10 years old, 11 years old, because I had to be, But now it's just like, I kind of wish people would not I don't want to say worry too much, because I know my family's going to worry about me once I, for these trips and when I move out and all that stuff, but that's like, they shouldn't. Not this unbearingly much. I mean, I don't want them to constantly breathe down my shoulder every 24/7 and, and not trust me on things. And that's the one thing that sucks about everything, is that nobody seems to trust me on anything, and that's really disappointing. Like, the only people that I feel like that actually trusts me are like my friends and my boyfriend, and then my two brothers. That's it. or technically Lucas, since Evan doesn't really care about much, so. But it's like, I wish people would just have trust in me and have faith in me that I want to do this. I want to live my life, you know? And like, I know that I'm, you know, the precious baby girl of the family among 3 brothers, so it's like, I get that, but I can't be treated like a baby forever, you know? When I want to do something, I'm going to do it, no matter what. If I want to go on these trips, I'm going to go on these trips. If I want to move out, I'm going to move out. I shouldn't have to be not taken seriously or not trusted about what I want to do or not because I'm the only girl or because people don't have faith and trust in me. You know, sure, I still have so much anxiety about literally everything, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it by myself, for Christ's sakes. By myself. No one else but me. I'm seeing 2 therapists. I have medication. I am on top of everything I am supposed to do when things get hard. And you know who's been doing all that work? Me. You know who's been doing all that work since the beginning of all time? Me. No one else. You know, so it's like, if I wish I was just taken more seriously, where people don't have to put up a fight with me and don't have to, you know, argue and don't have to, you know, pick a fight or not trust me on things. You know? I'm 18. I'm an adult, and I'm gonna continue being an adult, and I'm gonna live my life whether people like it or not. And yes, most people aren't probably gonna fucking like it, but guess what? It's not their life that they're living. It's my life, and who's the only one living my life? Me. So if I want to go do something fun, and if I have things that I want to do with my life, I'm going to do it because it's my life. I don't care what anyone else says. It's my life. And I'm going to live my life how I want to. Not saying shit's gonna be easy, you know? Well, fucking life hasn't been easy since I was fucking little, since I was a baby, you know? But here I am, taking every precaution as necessary to live my life, you know? And if people don't like that, then so what? It's time to grow up. I'm grown up now. And I want to do this. So, that being said, I have stuff I have to do. So, sometimes it's just nice to come outside, vent, and get some fresh air because it's always good. So yeah, I'm gonna sneeze. Other than that, oi, hope you all enjoyed. So yeah, love you guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.